it would be great if as many of us as possible could carry on there and go and get the message across that biofuels and biomass really needs to be put high on the agenda. So I just want to introduce why we're all here before handing over to Phil from Campaign Against Climate Change. Just to start off with, greedy colonialism continues because of our consumption addiction in the West, in Europe, in the UK, and in the areas where a lot of you have come from today. The government's latest proposals for continued subsidies for biomass and bioliquids is what is fueling our addiction. Companies are promised profit, so they are going for biomass and bioliquids in a massive, massive way. And this is what I mean by massive. I mean 60 million tons of wood imported every year, the vast majority of which will come from overseas. 400,000 tons of bioliquids each year, and that's the equivalent of 5 Bristols if that goes ahead. This will make the UK the world's third largest land-grabbing country after China and Saudi Arabia, with over 1 million hectares of land being acquired for biofuels. This is why I say that this is colonialism, because of our consumption addiction in the West. But who's going to benefit from all of this colonialism? Well, not the environment. As we know, biofuels and bioliquids produce more carbon emissions than fossil fuels. The world is losing biodiverse and precious forests because of biofuels and biomass. For example, in Indonesia, they'll be losing 98% of their natural forests by 2020 if things continue the way that they are. Neither do the people benefit, overseas or at home. The 11,000 people who were displaced from their village in Tanzania as UK company Sun Biofuels, when they were displaced, they didn't benefit from our greed. Silvino Talavera, the Paraguayan 10-year-old child who died from pesticide poisoning, which was sprayed on his homeland to grow soya for export to EU biofuels markets, he didn't benefit from our consumption patterns either. And finally, you guys who've come from areas which will be affected by the proposals, you're not going to benefit. People's health is threatened by the massive pollution that the power stations put into the atmosphere. The people who are benefiting from this are the companies who are going to rake in the profit from subsidies. If subsidies continue as the government has proposed, the companies will be gaining £3 billion every year. The government is also going to be benefiting because it will be able to say we're on target to reach our renewable energy goals. And just to let you know, 82.5% of our renewable energy currently comes from unsustainable biomass. So it's the companies and the governments and our government that is benefiting, not the people and the planet, and that's completely the wrong way round.